Okay, how you doing today? My name is Gaspare. Let's see, the camera's up here. This is my second video on hair growth. I want to cut to the chase and get to the most important thing. You know, if a guy's has been drinking alcohol and he goes to the doctor and he says, "Doctor, I don't feel good. I'm pale. I'm aging. My energy's down. I can't think straight. I don't have the strength I had. My sex drive is down. I'm not having fun like I used to have." And the doctor says, "Well, what have you been doing?" He goes, "Well, I'm only drinking a 6-pack a day. Sometimes I have 2 6-packs of beer or alcohol or whiskey, whatever a day." And the doctor says, "Well, why don't you try cutting back on that?" He goes, "Well, don't you have a pill that will help me so that I can keep drinking?" What would you say if you were the doctor? You say, "Hey, cut back on the alcohol." Well, carbohydrates the same thing. You know, your hair's falling out, you can't see, you're tired, you're sleepy, you're gaining weight. Let's cut to the chase. It's the same problem. You're gonna look at the dog 50 times, and you know, you put a dog in a costume for Halloween, and you put this dog in different costumes every day. No matter how many times you see that dog, you still know it's in a costume. The point being is that when you eat carbohydrate, no matter how many times you disguise it in different foods, vegetables, grains, beans, fruit, drinks, pops, whatever, it's got a sugar in it. It's the same dog over and over. It's just got a different coat on it, a different mask. Whether you're eating broccoli or you're eating French fries or potatoes, everything is the same dog. It's called carbohydrate, which is sugar. We all like sugar. You say, "I gotta have sugar." No, you don't gotta have sugar. Protein. Protein means pro-life. I don't want to speak out of place here. I'm doing research. I'm 36 some years and doing a study. I want hair. I want big hair. You can see where I was going with the diet, where I used to be. This is my head. This is today. You know, I want more hair. I want big hair. I want energy. This is me. You can see that's me. Can you see that's me? Look. Look. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Okay. You can see that's the top of my head? You can see the back of my head? Can you see it? Okay. My name and face on this. I got nothing but to tell you the truth. I'm looking for truth. I'm looking for more answers every day. Look, I was thinking today, does an egg have carbohydrate in it to make the chicken? An egg. The egg, what's in an egg? There's no carbohydrate in eggs. No carbohydrate in meat, chicken, fish, and eggs. Okay, an egg will make a chicken. There's 0 carbohydrate in there, yet it will grow a chicken, right? All it is fat and protein. The Eskimos, did they have fruit trees and vegetables and grains up there in the Eskimos all these centuries? There's no fruit trees, there's no carbohydrate. You don't really need carbohydrate. Your body can make everything from protein and fats. But carbohydrates have their place. They have fiber, they have cellulose, they taste good, they're palatable, they have nutrients, they have micronutrients, but you can get it all from fat and meat and fish. I mean, look at the Eskimos, look at the people in countries, the people with the lowest diabetes today are the people, are nomadic tribes in the desert. Why? They got no carbs in the desert. Ain't nothing growing out there. They're just meat. They got their meat and they got their lambs and their sheep and their goats, and that's it. Okay, so now if you think about what we're eating carbohydrate, you know, I can handle maybe 20 to 20 sugar cubes. This is a sugar cube. This is a sugar cube. Okay, that's 2 grams. When you look at your food that you're eating, look at the 2 grams that you're eating. I want big hair, man. You know what? If you feel good, you have energy, what else? What else? What are you going to do with everything? You got no energy, you don't feel good. 2 grams. 1 sugar cube is 2 grams. As I was saying in the previous video, if you go get some kind of these soft drinks, I seen a soft drink, which I could not believe. I see guys 17, 18 years old, freaking balding. 17, 18 years old balding. I seen soft ice cream drinks, maybe 18 ounces, maybe 20 ounces. 63 sugar cubes in one drink. Do you really think you know, it's like the guy going to the doctor. Doctor, I'm drinking a case of beer today, but a case every night of beer. I don't know why I'm having problems. What would you think the doctor would tell him? What would you tell him? Cut back on the stuff that's making you not feel well. And the problem is that this can be in fruit. This can be in grain. This can be in vegetables. This is in beans. A different number. You got to find your number. That's what's in my book. The specifics about your number before you get symptoms. You say, I can drink a beer, I don't feel no symptoms. You could drink 5 beers in a day. You could drink a beer in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening, 1 at night, and 1 late at night at midnight. Would you have symptoms? No. The point is, when you drink 6 beers at a time, 12 beers at a time, that's a get. When you eat carbohydrate, you can eat whatever you can tolerate. If you could eat 20 sugar cubes for 2.5 hours, because your sugar goes up and down every 2.5 hours. If you could eat 20, if that's what you want, then, and you feel good, then you have enough insulin to absorb it. But if you eat 63 of these in one soft drink and then have some sandwiches and stuff like that and breads and some more carbohydrate, and you eat 100. My brother used to come over sometimes. He got so sick, he used to eat 150 of these in one meal, because we would have pasta. We were Italian, with sauce and bread and pasta and desserts. Can you imagine eating 150 of these, 160 of these? Hello, 300 carbohydrate. This is in one soft drink, one ice cream drink. Do the math. It's on all the food labels. It's on everything that you eat, the carbohydrate number. When you look at the number, and you know how many you're eating of these, how many of these sugar cubes you're eating in your meal, you will know what's affecting you. And you don't need this at all to live. You need protein and fat to live, and your body can make everything from that. But these do taste good. They're in vegetables, they're fruit. They have their place. They have their place. Just like whiskey and wine and alcohol and all these different things have their place. But it's the abuse. When you don't know how much you're eating. Resistant, insulin resistant. What's insulin resistant? It's no different than when you smoked your first cigarette. You had no resistance to the cigarette. You smoke one friggin' cigarette, you're friggin' dizzy and you're sick. And next thing you know, you can smoke 5. Next thing you know, you smoke 10. Next thing you smoke 20. Next thing you're up to 2 packs a day. Hey, how cool is this? Right? No resistance. The resistance goes down. Same with alcohol, same with carbohydrate. But when you keep eating this carbohydrate, the insulin resistance says, your body says, hey, we got enough, we ain't taking none in. So you can pour it in, but it ain't gonna go into the cell. And so it loads up in your bloodstream, you start creating damage. Look at people with diabetes. Hair, eyes, gums, prostrate, erectile dysfunction, prostrate problems, feet problems, toes, amputations, obesity. Carbohydrate is stored immediately. It's like newspaper on a fire. It burns quick, but if you try to burn an oak log starting it with a match, it ain't going to happen. It's going to take a long time. That's where your chicken, fish, and meat, eggs come in. It takes a long time to break it down and burn. Atkins diet works because, as I was saying in my first video, Atkins diet works because your body would rather burn its own body fat, it would rather burn its own protein or muscle, then break down the fat and break down the protein and to assimilate it and to restore the body. It's easier. The body takes the less resistance. Water doesn't run uphill, it runs downhill. Minimum resistance. And so that's why the Atkins work. And since you don't eat carbohydrates on Atkins, only 10 grams per meal, you don't have any carbohydrates. So once you burn that sugar down, you'll get one thing. Your body wants to burn one thing. It wants to burn its own tissue, because it doesn't want to break down the fat. Now, your body also absorbs and regulates itself to repair itself. And when you have 22 amino acids, which is in protein, that's what rebuilds the body. This does not rebuild the body. Gasoline does not fix a body's car or the tires on a car. Gasoline runs it. This is a fuel. That's what carbohydrate means. Carbo means burn. Carbon burns, it's a fuel. Okay? Let's see. Now, one other thing, you want to lower your carbs and know your carb number. The most important thing is find your carb number. You got to find your carb number before you have symptoms. What is your carbohydrate number? After a meal, add up what you've eaten. How many sugar cubes you've eaten in that meal. You know, how many sugar cubes did you eat in a meal, and how do you feel? If you've ate 15 sugar cubes in a meal every 2.5 hours and you feel good, guess what? That's good. If you eat 30 sugar cubes and you're starting to feel a little tired, a little pale, you've eaten too much carbs, you got to cut back. Once your energy drops, what do you got to do? Don't sleep, don't rest, don't sit down. Hit the door and walk, because when your sugar comes down, your energy comes up. That's 20 minutes after you've eaten. The Italians used to say, mangia e cammina, which means eat and walk. Eat and walk. They said this 100 years ago, them Italians. Why? Because when you're eating and you're walking, while you're walking, you're burning down the sugar and you feel good. They didn't know exactly why, but that makes the perfect conclusion. So when your carbs are in perfect number, everything heals. Everything heals. Your energy goes up. You de-age. You feel good. You get bigger hair. The better your body circulates, the better the circulation, the better the health. And think about it. Eating 63 sugar cubes in one drink or something like that, what do you think? That all goes into your blood, and your blood's got to take it out. Your blood only has 1 teaspoon of sugar in it at all times for homeostasis condition. Perfect health, perfect energy, feel good, look good, think good, and big hair, because you know what? We like big hair. You can see where I was. You can see where I was. This is not fun. Not to mention how you feel. It ain't just losing hair, it's how you feel. You know what I'm talking about? You can see that's me. I'm still working on this. You can see I like big hair. I want it bigger. Ok? Molto bello, ci parliamo. La dolce vita adesso. Ciao ciao bello a tutti.